What's up, guys? Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz back again with yet another set review. Today we are doing Kaguya Love is War. Set got announced for English, recently came out in JP. I'm joined today by Brian, Andy, and Tyler,
Hello.
the usual suspects.
Hi. Yo.
And also our special guest, all the way from Texas, we got Paru.
Hi.
World famous Donkey Kong Country set creator.
Yep, that's me.
Probably the most well-known custom set, unironically, actually, for the game.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think most people, when they think of Weiss custom sets, they think of the Donkey Kong one.
That's flattering.
Also
That's
got
really
top 8 at Nats.
Who do you
recently.
play as? Do you play as Donkey or Diddy?
Diddy.
Diddy.
Diddy mains.
Respectable.
Come on.
Wait. Are we talking like Smash or?
No, I'm talking about Donkey Kong
Weiss?
Country. You can switch between the two.
Oh, you play Diddy all the time. You
Isn't
only
he
switch
faster?
to Donkey when you get hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Lanky Kong is the best.
Well, Donkey Kong's,
Not in that
the
game. He's
good
not
games.
playable.
No, he's
So-
not playable, but he's the best Kong.
Yeah,
He is the best Kong.
he's got a
Donkey Kong
funny
64
face.
Sucks. Anyways,
All right, so let's just get started with the TD, as we always do. So Andy, kick us off here.
Yeah, we got Emo Boy. Is this I don't
Ishigami.
know who this is.
Ishigami.
Who?
Ishigami.
Ishigami.
Yeah.
Whatever.
or you.
All your other Miyuki love consultations, which is this other Emo Boy on this one. It looks like get 1500 power and hand encore, and he bonds to the other guy.
This is the TD bond.
Huh?
This is
Oh,
the,
yeah.
This is the bond for the TD.
Just
Yeah,
a couple bros broing down. It's pretty beefy for a trial deck. It's like 8500 hand encore, but
Yeah, I kind of wish it was a pay one bond.
Yeah,
As
pay
I
1
usually
plus
do.
is better.
Especially for a TD.
Just make every trial deck exactly the same. Apple
I mean-
bond, like fucking.
Honestly,
Yeah, probably. Probably.
would be,
look at that set symbol on there, dude. Look at that set symbol. TO1, dude. They want you to know you opened a trial deck when you open that trial deck. He's going to be like on the very front.
Well, no, the foil's on the front.
well, I mean, this could be the foil. Imagine.
This cannot be the foil.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Rip.
That's
All
an
right.
F then.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is very good as a like bonder profile. It's
No.
like probably one of the worst ones.
It's fine for a trial deck, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I
It
mean,
makes your 1/1 pretty big at least.
when you
Yeah,
clock
85% hand
draw,
on board.
yeah. So when you clock draw every turn, you can throw your junk characters away, turn them into 8/5 beaters instead.
yeah. At least this is continuous power on both players' turns.
Yeah.
As opposed to the 2K.
Okay, that's yeah. It's
profile.
probably just a D. Yeah, it's probably just a D then. All right, next card. Right.
All right, we've got Miyuki Shirogane.
Jesus Christ! Never say that again. Shirogane.
Yeah, Shirogane. Yeah.
None of that English dub fucking pronunciation.
Shiro Gang.
No.
Jesus Christ.
He's got Act, pay 1, choose one of your Shuichin trait characters. That character gets 1500 power till end of turn, and he's a TD draw brainstorm, self-rest.
This is like worse than every other TD draw brainstorm.
Yeah, they usually have pretty good effects stapled to them these days. That effect's okay, but
You're playing
Not-
bag, right? You have a repeatable, spammable effect.
it's
No,
the
you
bag-
you have a bag support though.
Yeah, your bag already gets paid out as soon as you trigger it.
Yeah, all your bags are stock charging books. This set, which is pretty
What
dope.
what does Shuchin mean?
That's their school
name of
they
their
go
school.
to.
school they go to. Yeah,
Shuichin, yeah.
Oh.
Shuchi?
Shuchin.
is it? It's Shuichin. Okay.
Shuchin? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a fucking trial deck brainstorm. This
Yeah.
one's worse than normal. It's like a
It's
C
plus.
minus.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
It's like it could plus you.
It can.
Mills
As
4.
draw brainstorms
It
do.
is a plus,
Yeah.
full potential.
It's got
Potential. Kill me. Need like a little thing that pops up where it's like triggered every time people say the forbidden words. Okay, we got this Chica. She's holding some tickets. She's a global 5 to all your characters. The Shuchin is the common trait for the set. Every card will have this trait, unless it's a weird, stupid card, which I don't think there are any actually.
Oh, that-
No,
that's
the
nothing
whole
off
set
them.
has
Yeah,
this.
this whole set. So it's a true common trait.
Okay.
So global 5, and then on play you may mill 3. for a global 5, that's actually not the worst it could be.
Yeah.
It could be a lot worse, but like it's still not a good card. It's like just barely better than garbage.
Yeah.
The Yume Mill 3, I have a lot more appreciation for that effect after playing a lot of the darkness, but that card's also broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that effect can be good. But like, you know, it's a trial deck card.
I mean,
This could be a climax swap. Just imagine.
you could realistically tack this though, I guess, if you just like need a yellow fix.
If it hits you at like a really
global 5,
if it puts you at like a really dumb threshold,
Yeah.
that's like becoming more and more relevant. I don't know if in English, but in JP, it's like ever since people realized that like in Sal 10th, the random global 500 on the pants support just made every card obnoxious. Like if it makes every card in your deck obnoxious, maybe it's worth playing. But like obviously, there's got to be a better global 5 than this. But
probably, but you know, I like Chica. She slaps. She's the only character I know from the show. So.
damn, don't
I
know.
think Chica herself has a better global 500.
Yeah, I think she does. Yeah. All right, next card, Paru.
It's 1-0 Chica. If you have no other Shuchin characters, she can't stand during stand phase, and she can't side. She's just a 65 with 2 downsides.
I don't like level 1 oversizes at all.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
pretty
not
whatever.
terrible.
Like a F.
I mean,
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's
I don't think it's an F. I think it's pretty bad.
yeah, if you want a 6500,
I think it's better than a vanilla.
drawback is not being able to side attack is fine.
I think there are cards in this set worse than a vanilla. This isn't one of them.
Next, vanilla. No one waste their time. We already talked about this.
broken.
Nice.
Don't want to forfeit Tyler's turn. Tyler, you can use.
Alright, we got Chica 2-1. On attack, it's 1,000 per other Shuchin and hand on core.
F. Hate these cards.
is that the Oregon Trail board game?
No.
Indiana Jones.
I'm pretty sure that's Jumanji.
This card's fine.
I don't know. It kind of looks like a wagon. You know what I
I'm
mean?
pretty
Like a
sure
wooden wagon.
Jumanji is like literally referenced in the show when she's talking about board games.
You get dysentery and you die.
No,
What's this
it's
card
not Jumanji. It's it's the card they print in every trial deck that we always give an F. It's like the level 2 striker that we always give an F.
F+ for hand on core.
Yeah, well, great. It's 11k. Ooh.
All right, back to Andy.
Kill things.
Another Chica. This one's level 3. Ooh, when this is placed from hand to stage, you can heal. Love to see that. When this attacks, you can pay 1 and discard a card. If you do, all your Shuchins get plus 500 power and a soul. It's actually not too bad. It's like a nice way to deal with soul walls and splashable card. Heals on play. Maybe an alright like option. Sure, you can attack this.
The card's
worth-
probably fine.
It's worth noting that most builds are in yellow, so like playing a level 3 tech card is probably more reasonable for most builds because the Ricky in this set is yellow and it's really dumb. Most builds max out on it.
I mean, baseline, this thing heals, and it can push damage if needed. I think. It's,
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I actually kind of like it
I think it's
because
pretty
there's
fine,
times
yeah.
where like I feel like I would tech a card that gives like +1 soul to your field.
And that the baseline is high, it's a healer.
But the baseline's high because it's a healer, so it kind of fills like multiple roles, especially if you're.
Yeah, I'm down with like it's like a niche, like niche plus, like just a good card, yeah.
I can dig
better than
B+,
normal?
Yeah.
I'd give it a B-.
Yeah, I almost laughed at the B-, but yeah, it's somewhere in there. All right, empty choice. Weird climax to be empty, but like it's a choice in a trial deck. This might be the. Did the Adventure Time
It's the
trial
first one.
for English? Yeah, okay. Or in general, is it the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just the first one. First choice.
First what?
First choice in a trial deck, but it's not a combo. It's just empty.
Hmm.
2 empty choices. We got this dope 2 soul art, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's really funny.
It's not as good as the Adventure Time 2 Soul Art, though.
No, the
It's-
Adventure Time 2 soul
Yeah.
art is up there. This one's up there, though.
I didn't even
Like-
realize the Shigami's in the picture.
Yeah, he's
Is
sitting
he?
back there, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
This is these are in the early episodes before Ishigami ever talked.
What is this? Is like the Trump Towers,
No, it's the fucking 20th Century Fox. What the fuck? Like when they go da 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 da.
Oh, shit,
yeah.
it is
Da, 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 da. Okay, you made me do that on the recording. Okay.
Da-da-da-da.
Ba 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 ba. All right, Brian.
All right, we've got Hayasaka.
No.
No. Hayasaka I.
Okay, I
Yeah,
promise.
you
I'm gonna
can't
stop.
do it anymore. They were talking about this beforehand. Brian's like, I'm gonna read it the way the English dub reads it, and I'm just like, oh my god, kill me.
Yeah, we got Hayasaka. On play, you can pay 2, or when it dies, you can pay 2. If you do search for a Shuchin character, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle.
Not the worst. Wish it did
It's not
literally.
a bomb. Why isn't this a bomb?
Wish it did literally anything else other than nothing.
Yeah, if it had a second effect on it, it would be better. Especially,
Kinda just
especially
worse
as one
than-
effect.
Another
Yeah.
card you'd be playing in the set.
Barely playable card. Barely.
From stage to waiting room. Ugh.
This is me. We got this Kaguya. It's a 4K if you have 5 or more cards in hand. I hate that condition because it means you can't tri-field. But
It's an okay oversize.
Holy shit, that
It's-
was playable.
it's notable that this is one of the only 4Ks in the whole set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
C++
like-
with the benefit
Yeah.
of the doubt here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a C- because I hate that condition. But
It's
like,
a fine turn 1 play.
Yeah, the
It's
turn
not a
one is
great
great.
second turn though.
yeah,
I'll give it a C for the smile.
yeah, it's a
And how many
cute
times
smile.
do you wanna- how many times do you want to try field on?
C for smile.
In this deck, probably a lot because you have clean cut and Ricky.
Hmm.
Like, and your clean cut is like also good on turn 0. We'll get to that when we get to green. That's like a big talking point for the set, so I won't spoil it here. Make sure you stay on for green. Next card. But yeah, notable that it's one of the only oversizes. Part of this is you.
This is Hayasaka. If you have 3 or fewer cards in your stock, she gains 1,000 power. And she's a drop salvage, and you can give one of your characters 1,000, other characters 1,000 power.
Card's dope.
I think this card's pretty good. It's just that there's like a better Hayasaka.
Well, it's not even that it's
But-
better. It's that you want to play it because it slots
Actually,
in
yeah,
all the other packages.
I take that
Resonates,
back. I
yeah.
think this card is better than the drop search, but you're forced to play the drop search.
Yeah, this card's actually super dope, and I always want to play it. In
It's like almost no. It's like basically it's a better oversize
Yeah.
than that last card probably.
I always want to play this as like my 5th starter, and I can never find a like slot for it in any deck I've brewed. But the
Yeah.
card is really good.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
pretty solid.
Yeah, it's like a B+.
Yeah,
There's a couple cards like this where like they do something impactful and then they also hit 3K in the set, and like this is a reason to buy a trial deck. 'Cause it's a drop salvage and you'll get 2 of it. So like
Good clean cut synergy too, because you can swing with this first while it's a 3K and then cut it.
if you want,
Flip
yeah.
it small.
It's a thing you can do, yeah.
And then
Sure.
it's a
Good
3K the
clean cut
next
too.
turn.
I mean, I guess it's not like great synergy, but I mean, it's, you know.
It's something you can do, especially because your clean cut can like is active on turn 0 as well. So if you pass back, it's a decent use of stock. If you like canceled a combo piece or something.
Mhm.
All right, next, Tyler.
All right, we got the Kaguya Climax Combo. At the beginning of your Encore step, if Blessed with Myself is in your Climax zone, and you have 6 or less cards in your hand, and this is in your front row, look at top 3, take 1, and yeah.
It should be 6 or fewer.
This is a really depressing Moguro.
I wish
Every
it.
other set TD
I-
gets a Moguro.
I really wish this was just normal Moguro. There was like they've printed normal Moguro on pants, right? Like, there's no reason for it to be this
I
weird.
don't think so, actually.
They've
I
been
mean-
printing this combo a lot more lately.
I don't think the trigger matters, though.
No, I don't think
I
it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
I,
This is
I
just
feel
bad.
like this combo's fine.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It notably does not have to be. It doesn't have to win its lane. Like,
Ooh, I like
other
the timing
ones,
though.
it can
Beginning
die.
of Encore step. It's Encore step.
Oh,
It
is
does mean
beginning
you
of
can like
August.
mill reactively at least. So like if you're like, oh, I didn't trigger any climaxes, time to just go lightly through my deck.
Yeah, that's like a
Yeah.
bit better than usual actually. Like I've only really
Yeah.
seen this on
The-
like
the-
on attack. Look it up to 3. This
Mogro's
is like no effects.
yeah, you're giving up one less card for the ability for it to be reactive, but like, I don't know. There is some twin drive in the set, so like, unfortunately not in the same color, but it does let you use twin drive more effectively. Well, no, the effect that event gives twin drive, right? The 1-0 event.
Yeah.
The blue one, yeah.
Yeah,
Can
the
you question? Can you actually go above 7 cards in hand with this?
No.
No.
Once you hit Once you
does
hit 7,
does
it won't
check
activate
timing
anymore.
activate? Is timing checked like just at the beginning of the encore step, or
No,
does it also check on resolution?
it checks when you resolve the effect. Like the effects all go in the bucket, and then as you pull them out of the bucket, it checks that condition. So like if you have 3 of these, they all go in the bucket, and like if you've taken a card off like a door or a pants or something, and you're at 5 cards in encore step, you're only getting 2 cards, no matter what. And you can't even mill. That's the part that I don't like. Is like if you do trigger, you're super punished because you can't even do the mill. You have to like forego like a selective trigger. Like if you trigger a door.
That's not that hard. That's not that bad though. Like I played with these
but what if
combos
it?
before, but
What if you
gotta,
have
play
to
down
mill
an extra
through?
card. You got to play down an extra card reactively. You start your turn with 7 cards, right? You play 3 of these. You
Yeah,
play the
Andy, but
climax.
like, what if you? I understand that. That's like something. Like I get that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like you play out your whole hand, you play around as much as you can, and you like trigger a door at 4 cards in hand. Because like you trigger a door at 4 cards in hand, and you play it around everything as much as you can, and like you have to give up a selective salvage because you've played your entire turn to mill your deck out because you have to mill to get through your deck. So you have to give up your trigger.
So.
You have to give up your like selective plus for like the ability to mill and get a shitty card, a possible
But then all
shitty
you
card.
have to do is just play another card down in your back row.
No, but Andy,
you
don't know that at that point. Like you got to follow me here. You have played around as much as you can. Like this is the case I'm putting on here. You played around it as much as you can. You go down to 4 cards in hand. Playing any more would just be puking cards for no reason. And you trigger a door, which puts you at 5 cards in hand before encore step. And giving up that selective salvage sucks, but you have to give it up because you need to mill, because you played your entire turn to mill out. Like, and you have to give up that selective plus, which would otherwise be really good if you were playing any other combo. Because
I see what you mean.
Yeah, like.
But that's just like you can alleviate that most of the time by just playing down something else in advance. But I see what you mean. Like if you're already like clogged on field and have no other way to like meaningfully.
I think in this set you will be. In this set, and we're talking about this combo for anyone who's saying this is a trial deck combo or whatever. This combo is like a reasonable like consideration if you're thinking about like what combo to play in Kaguya, because the level 1 combos of Kaguya are across the board not amazing. So like this is like a totally fine combo when stacked against the other ones. So we're really digging into it. I don't know. Like,
I feel like the situation you're talking about though, where you go into your attack step with 4 cards and then you trigger, probably doesn't happen that much.
Oh, I feel like that happens fucking every game that I would play a like combo like this. It would always happen, and I would always.
Well, it wouldn't. First of all.
Well,
but you're right that when it does happen, it's
no, yeah. It is a fail case that sucks.
Wow, this happens every time.
It's
not like you're even missing out on a card though, because even if you, like, let's say,
it's not missing out on a card.
Combo and a gate, you'd be overplussing and would have to ditch down anyway.
Yeah, it's missing out on selection. Like it's the fact that you don't get the mill even if you go overhand, right? That's what I'm focusing on. Like you play this because you want to mill first deck. And if you trigger a door and you're like, damn, selective plus, that's so good. I can like get the perfect card I need when I'm level 2 because I'm milling out. And then you go, wait, now I have to leave 3 more cards in my deck because I can't mill at all.
Here's another thing though, too. Like, let's say you do trigger a gate and you say, I do want to take the card. And then climax step, you only get 2 of these Kaguya triggers instead of 3, let's say. You could just be more aggressive with the mills. You could just go all 3 cards every time instead of like.
You usually go all 3 cards.
You're gonna on first deck, you'll be going all 3 cards most of the time.
I mean, I guess it depends on your deck.
It's random, yeah. Unless like you've had a terrible early game and you're at like 1-4 resolving this combo, and like you'll be like, okay, there's like randomly 4 climaxes left in my first deck, then I go lightly. Which is like, that's fine, but like I'm talking about the more common case where like this happens because like. Okay, more often than not, you are going to pair this card with Door. Most Kaguya decks are going to play Door. Or Bar, which you cannot deny coming to your hand, by the way, if you play the Bar finisher. If you, for some reason, play this the Bar, you cannot deny Bar coming to your hand at all. So it will force you to go over it. You can't even deny the trigger. And I think that the case where you have a field clog, where you'll have to play over something, to like play around enough cards for you to always mill is more common than you think, because this is a set that wants to play clean cut, because the clean cut slots into most builds, even if it, regardless of your opinions on the card, it is green, and you want to fix for green because the best early plays are in green. So like you're gonna have like excess cards on the field from 0 more often than not, either by dodging combat by running or by being clean cut. So, like, I don't know. I feel like I don't like that fail case.
I get that the drawback exists, but I just don't think it's like as big of a deal as you're making it.
I don't know.
Even
I
if you
feel
have
like
to give up the selective plus. You're coming back to your turn at that point with a 7-card hand. You can't get what you want with a 7-card hand.
who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's not relevant a lot of the time. I mean, if you're slamming down 3 of these in a climax, then you're probably at what, like 4 cards in hand going into your attacks. So
Well,
more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say more often than not, this shouldn't matter too much. I mean, it does feel bad if you need the mill and you have to deny a selective plus off of a gate, especially since that is probably what you're pairing this with. But I think the combo is good enough, despite that potential fault.
Yeah.
This is one of like only 2 uninteractive climax combos in the set.
And I was about to
Yeah.
say
Most
this
of them
is
are
the
on reverse.
this is the only one that mills any amount of cards at all. So if you want to mill cards on your first deck, this is your only option with the
Yeah,
climax combo.
definitely points in this card's favor then.
Yeah, it's
Also a good trigger too.
not my preferred combo. I'll put it that way. I'd almost rather put up with getting a reverse, which is like, kind of dicey.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
There's some pretty cool on reverse combos in this set though. I've
yeah,
seen you
there's
play test a couple decks so far, Carmen, and there's
Yeah.
a few pretty spicy ones.
yeah, they're all like pretty okay in their own right. So it's like,
Mhm.
if you do want to mill, this is your only option to do it. If you're buying the trial deck, don't you only get 2 of this in the trial deck? That's important to note.
I think you get 1 foil, 3 non-foil.
All right.
Unless that was.
I don't know. They started doing this whole stupid bullshit like you get 2 copies in the trial deck.
Have
Yeah.
there been any trial decks that do that?
The
Wasn't it
Raise
just
Sullen
Mob?
trial deck was
Isn't it
like
both
just
that.
free?
Mob that has that?
Bob did it, and then Beaufree did it with the Sally combo because it didn't have a
Oh, that
level
was
1
a level-
combo.
That was a level 3 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mob definitely only had 2 level 1 combos
Yeah.
in CD.
Yeah, Raz did that too. Raise Sullen, you only got 2 of the level 1 combo.
That's,
Yikes.
Yeah, that seems a little.
I don't know why they're like
I mean,
switching it to that point.
All right. Well, while we look at somebody research that when we go to the next card. Maybe someone's put the TD on Encore or something.
All right,
check
we
the
got
ratio.
this. We got a
Hayasaka.
Amelia Watson here.
It's good art.
When this plays from stage to hand to stage, whatever, it gets 500 power times the number of your Shuchin characters, counting herself. Oh my god, that's like 7,500.
I hate Slayers.
Yeah.
As do I.
I thought this was a Shimakai. Yeah. Sure.
mhm. Yeah, just to itself, not great.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yep, 2,500 power backup. Hayasaka.
It's a backup. There are better
That's fine.
25. Well, it's sure.
2,500.
It's
Yeah, we don't. You know what,
You can grab
Brian?
it off choice.
Do the next one. That's the only notable thing. You can grab it up.
All right. We got 2-1. What is her name? K.
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah,
This card's
okay.
good.
she has so
Uh,
many cards for not being in the first season, almost
Yeah,
at all.
actually though. Global 1,000 power and act, pay 1, ditch a climax, salvage a character.
That's
card's
fine.
If you're in
Fine.
standby, especially, that's a fine standby target. Act effect is useful, especially if you're in like pants that we just looked at, or bar.
Pants or
especially.
bar. Yeah,
I think standby has a better assist, but other decks would consider playing this for sure.
yeah. Cards totally fine.
Seems
Like a C plus B minus
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool card. Another real card. A card you buy the trial deck for. This Kaguya. If this is in the front row, all of your characters get 1,500 powers. It's global 15. Even hits your back row as long as it's in front row. And then on attack, pay 1, ditch a card. Icy Tail for 3. So you mill your opponent's bottom 3. And then deal X. X is equal to the number of climaxes you bill in the bottom 3. This is like your prime go-to standby to the front row card because it has no on-play ability, but it's two abilities are both strong. So like if you stand by it to the front row, or even to the back row and it swings the next turn, it makes your like Kaguya 3/2 combos fat, like even fatter, and then also has like a cheap effect that is like a decompression tool. It's a way to deal with hypercompression, even though it's only 3 cards, but it is pay one, ditch one. Like
You can also
cheap
use
enough.
it. You can use it reactively too, like a twin drive. Just swing with this card last, and then you can like pay out a climax if you trigger
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
I like just did that in testing, like to go over a refresh and standby. It's like a totally normal use case for the card.
Yeah, this card's sweet.
And in a set with standby, a card like this is really important to have. Like these go-to prime standby targets. So yeah, I think it's like a B+. I think that's it. Yeah, next card.
Mhm.
Last one. Paru. Take us home.
This is a sick Lucky Star reprint. Look it up to X cards from the top of your library. Choose 2 of them. Put them in your hand. X is equal to the number of your trait characters.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Not even Lucky Star plays this. So
Yikes.
Is that actually that bad though? I mean, you can take climaxes, events,
I
whatever
mean,
off this.
sure.
It's an actual plus.
Sure,
too.
you can do that, but like, what are the chances that you get?
Okay,
climaxes or
okay,
events
wait,
that you want in
wait,
your
wait.
top 5?
There are like no cantripping level 3s in this set at all.
Yeah.
This set has like no cantripping
you
level
have
3s.
you have a top 3. That's it.
Yeah, you have a top 3, and it's also a climax combo. So if you're gonna play it, it like does nothing else. So like if you are like so fucking like snake bitten on never getting your climax, maybe it's a card that you decide to play. But like
Sure.
maybe because it's an irrelevant
Sure.
color. It's an irrelevant color, but like it's not great. Not great.
I'd play this in Monogatari. They desperately need a top check X.
Doesn't that
Yeah,
one?
okay.
I mean,
Oh
but what
no!
if you
Wait, doesn't Senjo top check 3?
The way that I'm thinking
Huh?
about this is you just
Which
play
Senjo?
you play
You just
this.
draw 2 ditch one on play.
Yeah,
Oh,
set 2
okay.
is draw 2 ditch 1.
The way that I'm just thinking about this is you play this, and then you get 2 cards that you weren't looking for off of it with no body.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty cool result
Yeah.
to me.
That's like the
pretty,
normal
pretty
case.
Solid.
4 for 2 stock, yeah.
But it turns into a body that you can play. Whoa!
It does. It's like a Mill 4 event.
Great, that you played
Whoa,
four.
Yeah, so you pay 4 for a character.
Sully the name of my Milford camera.
I'm just fucking.
You don't have to pay 2 for a camera.
It was
Also,
too
you have, to
easy.
you have to commit your entire field before you
Yeah,
can like
yeah,
play
right.
this.
So if you,
Oh,
if
so you
find
gotta
out
play out your
And then
whole
you
turn.
have to play
Oh.
over too.
Oh yeah, that does
Ew.
make it worse. Yeah, it's just a D.
Ew.
Gross.
I'll give it.
Everybody
a F+.
dropping down 1.
Yeah, it's like a very generous D.
Big D. Yeah.
Generous
All
D.
right,
We'll just
so
keep stacking minuses on.
before we wrap the trial deck, what do we think? Like, there's some like legitimately good cards in the trial deck, but like overall,
There's like 3 or 4 solid cards.
Yeah, drop salvage is good. Combo's fine.
it has like decent
Icicle's
off.
good.
It has like 2 off finisher cards as its level 3s, which is pretty cool, and it has a decent level 1 combo.
What's
like-
the other off finisher?
The
What do you
icy,
mean?
the
Not really
icy
enough.
tail,
Oh,
and
icy. Okay,
the,
icy.
the Chica healer has like a soul pump effect.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's-
that one, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it has 2 techie level 3s as its top end. It has like legitimately good cards. This is probably a fine trial deck for somebody to pick up and start learning the game.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. As long as you get 4 copies of the level 1 combo, it seems like it's worth picking up one of these trial decks.
Yeah.
So you have
Yeah.
the playset of the
Yeah,
level 1
yeah, it
combo, and then you
depends
have
on
the
the
good
ratio
techie level
of them.
3s and salvages. But I think this is like functionally speaking, like out of the box, probably
Fine.
one of the shittest trial decks they've made.
Yeah, I mean, you could
I don't
probably
think it's
make
that
something.
bad.
No, you could make something functional given 2 copies of this, I think.
Compared to like the other stuff they've been coming out with lately, I just like outside of like the techie level 3s and the good level 1 combo, like better than average level 1 combo for a trial deck, I guess. It's just like nothing else is impressive at all. Like
Mhm.
none of the level 0s are good.
The drop salvage. Drop
I
salvage.
mean,
is
except
good.
for that, like you
Yeah.
have that, but that's even still more of a techie card on its own.
Yeah, the
It
oversize
just doesn't
is
have like a
fine.
runner or like a clean cut or like you know.
You have a runner and a clean cut in the set itself. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, just as far as like a trial
As a
deck,
trial
yeah,
deck
yeah,
goes,
Oh,
my
yeah.
just
bad,
packs and
my
booster
bad.
packs. Just pull
trial
what you
deck's
need.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's fine.
seems fine.
Yeah, I'd give it like a C plus, B minus overall.
Yeah, as a trial.
Maybe
deck,
your
I agree.
Shirogane 1/1 just never dies.
Yeah,
Maybe at
maybe he's just
8500.
Off that.
maybe he's just
You get
broken.
2 of the Ishigami, yeah. Maybe you're
No
just
one
good
can
on
ever
that.
get over it.
You can hand encore him twice. It's
Broken.
pretty
He's
strong.
too thick. He's like
Yeah.
Miyuki.
Yeah. All right. That's it for the trial deck. We'll see you guys in yellow.